technology screens. Downstairs in the workshop today. Hope you all had a blessed and safe Thanksgiving. And we're going to make some very serious decisions over the next couple of days. This is going to be involving overseas orders. We may be removing that altogether. I mean, I talked about it before, but I think we're going to make it official, or we may make it where only certain things will be available overseas due to the fact that we've had some problems with overseas. We really have. Sorry about it that we have. So we may be making only certain items available overseas if I don't cancel it altogether. All right, so today we're going to talk about something different. So I did this before in one of my demonstrations. I took black paint and took a paintbrush, painted it into my screen to show you that there's a difference between our product and everyday black paint, vinyl fabric, you name it. We've been there and done it. We're just done the demonstration. I got up to we're up to 8 demonstrations on showing this, compared to the other individuals who have not displayed anything at all. If anything, they did nothing but smoke screen it. So at the end of the day, they can't back up their product. We'll design a website, a digital and crystal website. We'll erect it, bring it back up, and we'll put that product on there for free. And we'll show you our test results on that website, where you can go in and see the digital and crystal screen paints, beta testers, customers, reviews, the whole 9 yards before you go out and do your free paints with the ingredients. And then we'll show you the results that we got from the other individuals who refused to back their products at the end of the day. So that website's being built. Let me get this in here real quick, because customers should know exactly what they are buying. So I made sure I got enough of this, because I got to repaint my screen when I do this. I'm actually going to take black paint. I'm ruining my screen. I'm going to take black paint and paint it into that screen, my name into it. And you'll see where it's not going to match. We've done this before. It's a fun demonstration, but it's not going to match. I'm going to leave some spots left over so I can go on Facebook and draw some stick men and houses and whatever I'm going to put on there. Here we go. I was trying to find my cord for that so we can set this up. Now, we gave until Friday to do it. Some people may say, look, you gave until last Friday. I can't wait till last Friday. Come on, it's an easy task to do. It's not hard. You can do it in one day. You do it all the time. So I don't know why there is an issue with being able to do that test at all, period. You have to be able to back up your product and show your product at the end of the day is not house paint. Like, we got to back ours up and show our product it's not black paint. So how hard can it be? Let me see, fire this up. All right, got our projector fired. I'm getting ready to go. So it can be set up in here by the time I get downstairs. Got our fan over here to dry the screen. And we did that demonstration, and a lights out demonstration at that. So there can be no confusion about people saying, well, you have the lights on or your screens react this way and react that way. No, we did it in a dark environment, which usually most demonstrations we see on YouTube anywhere are dark. We even took the screen paint products, these right here, including the digital and crystal screen paint, put all these against our technology. Every last one of them couldn't even pull color correctly. So we're going to see how the Phantom stacks up. As for the other individual, we know we're not going to see it. Come on, we know we're not going to see it. I was in a couple of discussion groups over Thanksgiving talking to a few people, and they were like, that's not going to happen. There's no way in the world they're going to get on camera live and do exactly what you just did to your screen. They're not going to do it. Heck, if you want, how about you paint it into your screen? How about you paint your name? We'll send you the digital and crystal screen painter. Any of the ones we have below, grab a paintbrush and paint it into your screen. Do exactly what we're going to do here. They said, they're not going to do that. No way in the world. No. All right, so we got the biggest screen, the black screen fired up. Let's put you, right now I got to update my fire stick. There's a reason why they've been dragging the last couple of days. Coming here. So we're going to do this. Today we got the invisible black Phantom. You saw that, and be continued. Yeah, we have the plexiglass set up over there for tests for that. And we got some of it around here, laying around here somewhere. So let's go over here and get us, oh, white screen level right there waiting for us. All right. Perfect. All right. So we're all set up for that. We got our black paint ready for this one. I'm going to go upstairs and check some accounts and see if these tests were actually done. Because at the end of the day, like I said, it's your $85 that you're coughing into this. Customers are paying around $200, and I forgot what they pay for our stuff now. Around $200, $300 for our stuff. So they're paying all this money out for my product. The least thing I can do is show them that our product is different from what's out there on the market, because you should be doing that. Goodyear, any company that designs tires, whatever competition or whatever they have, we don't consider competition, they have against others, they're going to show their test results. This is the reason why our tires are this, that, and the other. The reason why our smoke detectors do this. The reason why our microwave is this way. Whirlpool is what it is. Maytag is what it is. Because they have to back it up under test. And I'm not going to look for this right now. Usually when I wake up, stuff is all over the place. I figure out where it's at. All right. I told on Friday. Day is Friday. Hey, good morning, Taco. Huh. Like, whatever. Let's see what we get. These are the main individuals who want to sit back and judge everybody else's work. These are the same individuals who can't seem to back the products. I gave them what? This will be 8 times that we coded our screen. You see, these are all the links right here that we drop in. I got to add a 8 for now. We did another one. These are all the links of my product versus black paint. Just about everything you could possibly think of, we threw at the screen. We didn't get one demonstration from them showing the difference of the product in everyday black and white paint. If you can't back your product, your customers can go right down to Home Depot or Lowe's, take any one of these ingredients I'm about to post right now, and make your product. Unless you can show that there is a difference between your product and everyday black and white paint. I add another link in there because we did another one, which now makes it up. I have 7 links and black paint versus my product. Now I got another one that I actually got 2 of them now. One we're doing right now and another one. We're doing this for fun, not the back, and then we're just doing it for fun. And now at this point, it's just basically just for fun. That's it. And you should be able to do this. Let me see. What was that? I'll get the title. I just put the title up there. I just put the whole link up there. That's what we'll do. We'll go in, get the whole thing. I think it was this one we did. No, that's the invisible technology. That'd be something completely different. This would be last one we did on live. Would be okay. Shipping that. Here it is right here. That's when we did last. We did that. That makes it gives us 8 links that we've already done on our product compared to. And mind, this is just the black and white paint. This is not even the black paint because the 2 individuals claim to have these black screens, and we asked one individual to do a pour out black on black test versus his product. Never done. It was asked 3 weeks ago and still haven't even been done yet. Like I said, at the end of the day, the only way they can basically retaliate is just basically by nothing but insults, and that's it. That's all they have. Where is your? How are you not backing your products up? Let me see which one we have. I think, yeah, this one right here. This is the test we did downstairs on the black fabric and everything on our screen. So I want this one definitely in that link. So that gives us 8 links backing our product. Detailed video demonstrations right there. About to put, let me got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8, 9. Yeah, we got the gunmetal, 2 gunmetals in there too. We got tests we did on gunmetal 2 versus dark gray screen paint. So make sure we got everything here. All the links are here. Digital crystal screen paint. Okay, tutorial is in there. All that's in there. Okay, we'll save this right now. Activate this. So now since activated, to anybody who comes in, they can actually go through our links. So I got it this morning. I thought, you know what? I like the demonstration. We did one already. We painted into the screen. I want to do another one on a larger scale. So we make a whole coloring book of it all. So the thing I told you about black screens, the most important thing, black screens are going to pull contrast levels regardless. We've gone through detailed demonstrations about black technology. Any surface that's black is going to pull that contrast level. The problem is that it can't maintain the white level. And that's the very important part, because without the white level, your skin tones start to drop, colors get dark, it gets dirty, it gets ugly really fast, really quick. And that's one thing I noticed when looking at some of these screens out here. Either they're claiming to be black screens and they're dark gray screens at the end of the day. That's why we request the pour out, because you pour out a product, you should be able to match black paint, which you should be different from black paint. And we ask for the side by side to see what the difference between the product and black paint is. Still haven't gotten any of those demonstrations at all done. I'm pretty sure the one demonstration we asked from the other one, we asked him to take his product out and stick it against the wall. You're never going to see that. You already saw a glimpse of already when half of that screen was making contact with the wall next to the fireplace. You saw that already from the door. It matches this wall. And like I said, with that being said, that 4-coat application is not needed because it was not needed for the wall to begin with. With that being said, it clearly shows that the reason why he put that particular form of option of instructions in was to separate his product from crows. And I guarantee you, once his shopping carts do become open, because we're still waiting. I actually have someone right now who's waiting to make the purchase on his shopping cart. He goes and checks randomly. The minute they come available, we will bring them down here and see how close they come to Crow's product and see if it's a requirement. Well, it's not a requirement already. We don't have to ask if it's a requirement for a 4-coat application. It's not. Because clearly, like I said, the wall itself was showing the exact same image as his screen. So it's not required. It was put there to give his product a different identity from his. Someone comes and says, well, what's the difference between yours and his? Well, my screen requires a 4-coat application. And then you can go in and say, well, 1 coat activates another one, and it causes them to actually intertwine together to activate the original last one. Well, what I've seen from that demonstration, the wall didn't require 4 coats and it reacted perfectly to your screen. So at the end of the day, it just says that, no, that's a bunch of nonsense. You were just spit down on camera because you have no real evidence to back it up. And if you do have evidence to back it up, that those 3 applications that you added on before the last screen do have a way of interacting and changing the outcome of the screen, then you will have no problem putting that product against your wall and showing the difference between your wall and the screen that you have now. That's it. That's what we requested of you. And it was never done, of course. Now, like I said, I'm used to the insults of the this, that, the other, because that's how we're expecting you to react. Usually if we're doing something with a company will come out and they'll show test results. We'll say this is our product so-and-so and blah, 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 blah. And they'll give us like, you'll have an accurate test back and forth with them. You know, this is what we designed. This is what it's called so-and-so and so. This is what we go through when we're working with other companies. When somebody, you give them this and they come back with insults and carrying on and acting up and doing stuff like that, that shows you clearly at the end of the day, instead of them doing the test results and reacting on that matter unprofessionally, clearly shows that their products do not work and they will not do the test at all. And that's why I said was in that forum site and that guy was like, there is no way in the world, after seeing that Behr silver screen side by side, that guy is going to come and do that demonstration. Because think about it. You figure that you weren't smart enough to figure out that no matter how sneaky you would have to be to walk into Home Depot, pick up a container of Behr silver screen, knowing that this product, if you ever saw Behr silver screen, is so light that it looks like white paint. And knowing if you lay this product, being a person who works with screen paint, you would automatically notice from the door. A person that doesn't work in screen paint wouldn't be to pick this up. But you knowing this, being the person who developed it, if you take a lighter product and you stick it against a product that's slightly darker, the slightly darker automatically is going to pull the better contrast level and pull the better color. You knew this. So that's why when you did that demonstration, I was like, man, if you were going to do that demonstration correctly, you would have had 4 different individual containers and you'd have dropped black paint in each one of them. I'll put 2 in this one, 3 in this one. Here you go. Mix this up, put this up, boom. See, doesn't show a difference. That's what you would have done, but you didn't do that. You did that knowing that your product was going to be to produce a slight higher bump, enough to convince your customers that your product is different from Behr silver screen. You didn't do the test correctly. That's why we went over here and we did the test for you. And not only did we do the test for you, but I made several individual dark screen paint products live on camera, stuck it in front of my screen, and each one of them failed. Then we threw black fabric and we threw black material. We did it at, some people are saying, well, you know, you got 5,000 lumens. Keep in mind, 5,000 lumens when it triggers off my projector, it's not just hitting my screen only, it's hitting everything in that environment with 5,000 lumens. But just to satisfy your curiosity, I went back and got a 1,000 lumen projector and did it at 14 feet and still got the same results. There you go. Got to be the back of your product. Let me see. We're going to come out. This is all here. This is activated for you guys. So what we have here, and here we have our links here of our product tests that you can see. And then down here we have the free screen paint products that you can make yourself right here. I removed the darker ones because we don't want people applying it to the screen because they were deliberately made super dark. Their white levels are going to be garbage, but they're made super dark to go against our screens because our screens are black. So we did some, if someone tried to make the product themselves, that's what we did. We have 3 of those downstairs. They're made with like 5, one's made with 5 tablespoons of white paint. Another one's made with 3 and one's made with 1, super dark. All right, so let me see. All right, okay, that's all there for you guys. Let me go in here and let's have a looky. Now I'm expecting when we go into this account, we are going to see insults and calling us scammers and blah, 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 blah. We don't care about that. What we need to find out if he did the test or not. That's all that matters. That's what we need to see. And as we speak, there's Mr. Bird right there, showing off his screen, producing a higher white level. That's a black screen versus black fabric, black speaker fabric, all that stuff. Yeah, got to be able to back that up. It's very, very important. I get asked that quite a few times in orders with customers and companies will ask me up front, is my product nothing but black paint? And that right there, my friends, right there in the center, that right there is black paint. So we're going to do one of these live, and we're going to do another one pre-recorded, because sometimes my live versions come out. Ugh. Let me make sure we got everything covered. Now, one of the things you also, well, we forget about that. We don't even need to request anymore. We were going to be requesting the Cinemax show off his contrast levels, but that doesn't need to be done anymore due to the fact that he did that demonstration that jet black fusion, and that jet black fusion was able to pull better contrast level than a screen that was literally designed to pull better than a black screen next to a screen paint that wasn't even the same color or shade as the UV mix. That right there, we don't need to request anymore. Period. He already did a demonstration for us. There we go. So that's black paint. That is a black tablecloth, and that right there is black speaker material. Okay, so let's go over here and let's see what we get. Because they had until Friday. It should take you one day to do this test. It's a very easy one. And let's see. Take our sound down because we don't need sound for this. We can just take it down. I'm going to take it down for my main. See what we got going on here. This is a fellow right here. I think we put his video in here. Yeah, I think his video is in here. If not, we'll find it. This is a fellow who made the same gray mixture as his product, used the same high-end projector. Not the same projector, but he had a pretty good high-end projector. He was getting the same results he was getting in his demonstrations. And same thing, same black and white mixture, exact same black and white mixture. I wonder if this is in here. Really quick before we pop over there. He put his mixture right here at the bottom. Same amount of same mixture and same paints, which, like I said, comes from the era of the YouTube paint. And everybody feels like, oh, this is wrong. No, it's not wrong. You should be able to back your product. And it shouldn't be selling something you shouldn't back. You're going to buy a smoke detector from a company that can't back it? I don't think you are. At the end of the day, I don't think you are. So you want to make sure your product can back itself up. You see that selection of paint on that floor right there? Anytime, anybody, that's why I said the first time we saw the final demonstration you did on the Metallica Mix 2, we saw this and this sitting under a table. Now he tried to say it was for something else. No. Anytime anybody does a screen paint mixture, this is what you will always see in every demonstration. Every time you'll see it. I know, I used to make this stuff. I made it for many, many years. And anytime we went to Home Depot or Lowe's, the first thing we picked up was a gallon of white and a quart of black. There's no point in getting a gallon. Like I said, a gallon of black. Let's just be making a lot of orders that day. But other than that, no, this is the basic, what they get. That's all it is. I'll put his ingredients at the bottom. I think I'm gonna get his YouTube video too. And he made the product, came out exactly like a gray screen, and his buddy was over there painting it in. And then it had the same reaction with the lights on as it did when he turned it off. He got a much more advanced, better image on it. At the end of the day, his ingredients is right there. It's the same thing we said it was, black and white paint. Black is only used as a toner. That's it. See them painting that screen? It's the color of that screen. Same colors we got downstairs right now. There you go. Now, once all that's done, he puts that in there. Now, when people are saying, well, you know, no. When it comes to the other guy's product, Goose Green had a 3-coat application. Now, Goose Green's 3 application that they had on their screen, basically one was basically the primer, one was the paint itself, and one was a finisher, which was actually protective coating. That's what it was. So that's the reason why they needed a 3-coat application for their products. Now you see how that screen's washed out? Does the exact same thing to our products over here. Watch this right out. When we're dealing with the digital crystal screen paint, had the same reaction when we showed you the demonstration over in Europe when they were showing up the screen. Now, this is a screen with the lights out. Let's see if we got this fellow. There we go. Now, you see how the black levels come up? Doesn't that look familiar? See, that's the reason why when you watch the demonstration, when you was looking at, we had all his products lined up against the wall. This guy's not even using an ultra short throw in this. He has an ultra short, no, he has a long throw in here. Because I can see his centers right here, and there's nothing here in the ceiling at all. So he has a long throw. His projector's behind him. So he's at a distance throw, and he's doing this. Mind you, where the individual had a projector that was ultra short throw 3000 lumens and sitting 2 feet and 2 inches from the screen. And you can literally see in the demonstration that the screen was completely washed out. The only way his picture quality could improve, he had to turn the lights out, and that's what he did in the demonstration. Guy did the same thing right here. Same thing right here. The only problem is in the demonstration, you're not seeing black. You're actually seeing gray. You think you're seeing black, you're seeing gray. When you take a black screen and stick it up against it, you'll watch your colors fade and wash out. Like we showed you downstairs with the lights out against the gray screen paint products. Now, if I remove my screen out of the way and I put just the white screen there and I show a star fill demonstration, you will see a little better contrast level. If I stick my screen in front of it, well, then again, they turn gray. So that's what you get from there. But I'm going to take his video here that he has. If he doesn't mind, I'm going to put him. Let me see. Project your screen paint how to. I think. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just because he has a good video here. So we're gonna go over and pause him here. Go back over here to our selection here, and we'll put down. I got this down here twice over here. It should be here twice. We're gonna remove that right there. We're also gonna put down at the bottom. This is our miss right there. Let me see. It's a digital crystal screen paint how to. This is the link right here that we have for. This is Crow's video that disappeared off his channel that y'all can't seem to find. This is where we got the idea for the ingredients. I'm also going to put here YouTuber's gray screen paint mix. YouTuber mix. Put that right there. At the bottom, we're going to put his video right there. Now, he was nice enough to post his ingredients, which we're going to post his ingredients right there also, too. Let me see. Where is he coming at? He's coming right here. So right here, he posted his ingredients on how he made the formula of the product right there. There we go. That's his ingredients right there. And we're going to put that one, too, at the bottom. So keep in mind, like I said, you can test this out yourself, because if the individuals don't want to do the test, then you can go in and do the demonstration yourself. Let's save this so we can make this activated. All right, so let's see what we got here. Let's see if they're able to back up their products. We put his ingredients at the bottom. This is a test you can do for yourself. Some of you do not want to do this test because you don't want to find out what we know at the end of the day. But it is what it is. You paid for a black and white paint, and that's what you got at the end of the day, because these individuals can't back their products up. So let's come out of here with him, and let's see what we got. That's why I said we don't get upset. I don't get upset when people come in with nasty comments. We don't get upset over that. Oh, here's a customer who didn't like Crow too much. Let me put his post in there too. This is one who basically accused Crow of basically doing fake demonstrations against people's products. Right there. Oh, forget him. Put him in there too. I'm going to put him right over top of this one, at the bottom of this one. Because this is the demonstration he faked on one of his screens. Here we go. Put that right there at the bottom. This is a product that he bought in and did a falsified demonstration on the product. And the guy caught him on it, denounced him on it, of what he did. There we go. And these are individuals that will slander other people's products, but when it comes to doing their own tests, they will refuse to do those tests. So let's see what we got here. Now, I know you naysayers don't want to see this, But everybody has to see this, because at the end of the day, if we are requested to do these tests against our products, if we have to back our products, then we feel that everybody else should too. Let me see. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, we definitely got to put this in. This is a demonstration I did way back with the, let me see, the 7. Yeah, I told you we've been doing these tests. We've been doing these tests for a long time. Black paint versus our product. This is a 7. A test against a 7. Way back. I'm going to put that link in there too under our black paint products. Our test right there. I'll put that right here. This is a 7. Forgot about that test demonstration. We'll put that right over in here. That's our product right there. Because see, it could be different if I came on the channel and I'm like, hey, look, they got to do this and they got to do this. We're not doing these tests ourselves. That would be wrong. No, we're doing them. So I don't know what the problem is. Where's your test demonstrations? Here's my test right there for 7. This is a 7 right there. Enjoy. Activate that. So you have that now. See all these links we have? Look at all these links we have. There you go. Let's go in here and let's check and see if we can find out where this. There you go. That's our technology. 7. That's black paint. But anyway, let's go in and have a look and see. Oh, I forgot we even had that one in there. I had to put that one there too. All right, let's keep scrolling down. See if we can find it even pop up. Okay, let's go. Looking for one of the demonstrations to pop up. Yeah, we made this too. The free black paint right here. Yeah, we made that. We don't back down from challenges. No, we don't. We made this paint. We put it against an 8 feet of screen. It was able to pull a higher white level, and its screen was hot spotting because there was he put oil in it, some kind of Vaseline into it, and it caused the screen to hot spot. No problem we had with that one. We made that one. It's interesting. We made that about a year ago, and then him and Crow got together and said that we're going to give him a challenge. We're going to have him make your product and put it against his own screen. And I started laughing on camera. Said, "You guys are late. We did that last year." See, we don't wait around for stuff like that. We never do. The minute you give me an opportunity, I jump right on it that quick, that fast. I don't play around. Just like you learned the lesson about basically giving us permission to go buy his product. Really? Okay, no problem. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I'll punch that number in 14 times. Yeah, we don't play around with that. You're talking about professionals over here. We like to back our products, so we love doing these demonstrations. This is what we live for. But you guys, you run from this stuff. See right here, where he did this test right here against our products, not sure our products came up too dark. Now we're requesting you to do these demonstrations against your own products, and you are not doing them. Well, we got them right here, don't we? Let's click in and see what we got. See if we did the test demonstrations. None. Plenty enough time. Crow's screen paint mixes quality meter max out. We didn't request that. Where is it at? Nope. Current portrait. Talking back and forth. Nope. Nothing that. Crow's mix happy satisfied customer. Nothing. Where are your demonstrations showing your product versus your screen paint? I'm not seeing it at all. Didn't even match this one at all, period, because we did that test or we did that demonstration. And your product came out too dark. Yeah, so we already debunked you on that. Crow's colors, expensive matches. Let me see. You got anything here showing your product as we requested? This is 8 days ago. Let me see. Crow's color matching, expensive screen paint mixes. So basically, only thing he did was basically try to say that our products are this, that, and the other. Here's the funny thing about that. In order for you to mimic one of our products, you would have to pass every single test under that product. And one of the tests that black screens we put them through all the time is they have to show a difference between another black fabric or material or paint or whatever versus the surface itself on a white level. I haven't seen that yet on your product. We can do that easy on ours. On any one of our screen paints, we can do that. But I don't see any tests. And as for Partey needs to do that demonstration of his product laying against that wall, because at the end of the day, as I said before, his product does not show a difference between the wall that he has painted in his theater room and the screen on display. And what's even more interesting is the product is This will require a 4 paint application. So we already know that from the door. That's fake. Why Crow's mixes are better choice? Yeah. Again, let's see why it's a better choice. You better not be in the dark. You need to be in the same amount of lighting that we're in. So let's see. Nope, just showing our demonstrations. That's basically about it. So there's my demonstration right there. And this is him showing his demonstration. I guarantee it 100% in the dark. Bingo. In the dark. You see how dark that environment is? This is where he's saying his product is better. You're sitting in the dark with a P2 projector. Your distance though is extremely short. Why are you sitting that close? I can fire up projectors on the ceiling and watch my screens with no problem whatsoever. Why is your environment so dark? This is, what the heck is this? Oh, that's bad. That's so washed out. That background is supposed to be jet black for this demonstration. It washed out completely. Look at that. That's not good. That's not good at all. I'm sorry, buddy. Look, at the end of the day, I don't care about these little deals in between. You were supposed to back your product up. You're supposed to come on camera. You're supposed to make, and this is what this individual was supposed to do. Come out and have the ingredients that we listed below in the comment section. He is to make these products one by one and put these products against his screen paint to show that there is a difference between night and day in its products. At the end of the day, you just might as well get the digital and crystal screen paint because neither one of them could back their products at all, period. Nothing backed at all, nothing at all. So you're doing a Q&A of me and a fully lit environment showing off my screen in a max out zone. Let's see how well your screen came up in your so-called max out zone. So this right here is a complete fail. You're in the dark, showing off my demonstrations that are in fully lit environments. So right now I can go downstairs, I can turn my projector on 126 in the window, I can fire up my ceiling. Heck, I got demonstrations when you first come on my page of 150s outside at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, you're done with that. That's nothing. Still, as you can see, people, nothing here. Crow Cinemax mix, happy, satisfied customer. Doesn't make a difference. Your product is not, you can't back your product. Nothing here. Let's see if he did a paint on result on this one. But there's no demonstration here if I'm doing the his product versus his own product. Nothing here. Well, we have that one, but there's nothing here showing his product versus black paint. He didn't do that on the Fusion. You guys can have the conversation all day long. You got to back your product up. There's no product showing that at the end of the day, what's the difference between your product and 4 tablespoons of black paint, 2 tablespoons? What's the difference? And didn't show anything here, buddy. Nothing at all. There's nothing here. This is supposed to be your meter max out. So I bet you $100 there was no form of contrast that ever hit this screen. I bet you. Yeah, we can go downstairs and show you a snowstorm off a black screen. So let's see. He's showing a meter max out. Told you, nothing but color. No contrast at all. So let's see if he chose any form of contrast. Because we have to show everything. White levels, contrast levels, everything. We have to show it all. Nope. Look at this. Not one contrast level displayed anywhere in the demonstration. I could do this right now on the mix we made downstairs. The exact same demonstration you did right now, I can take it down to a meter max or something, and I can do the exact same demonstration right there. This is what I tell you, you got to be careful about the tricks. One of the tricks that they'll do is when they do a demonstration, they will make sure they'll stay with bright, vivid colors because it's just something that's going to fade less. He's on a P2, so his distance stroke is going to be much shorter than have a projector back at 12 feet. So his lumen count's not going to drop as fast. But he's right up on top of the screen. I could pull that off on black and white paint. The demonstration just now, I can go downstairs and duplicate your demonstration right now on black and white paint with the exact same demonstration. But the difference between me and you is I'm going to be 12 feet back in that demonstration. But we do the same thing. And at the end of the day, it's black and white paint that can do it. So we'll show you that one. You should have made that demonstration right there. That was a big mistake. When we do a demonstration, it's black screens. Again, we have to show those white levels. We have to show contrast. We have to show color, everything. They will stick to certain colors. As for you making the individual black and white screen paint products, we don't see anything here at all. Nothing. Nothing here of you doing any side-by-side demonstration versus black and white paint. No demonstrations of requesting or doing the digital one crystal screen paint, nothing. So at the end of the day, it just clearly shows, Crow, that your product is nothing more than black and white paint. And as of today, we start activating the new website under digital one crystal screen paint, showing that your product, you're stealing from your customers. Where's your test? It's so easy to do that test. Where are your tests? You're requested to do a demonstration on black and white paint. You were requested to make several different forms of black screen paint products, black and white, put them against your screen and show the customer that there's a difference between your product and black and white paint. You can't even match the digital one crystal screen paint. And it's the same thing. So at the end of the day, you're better off buying this right here, getting this right here, because Crow cannot back up. We gave him what, 4 days or something like that to do the test. He can't back up. That at the end of the day, that the products that we made here are not his. Every last one of these products that we made matched this product perfectly with no problem whatsoever. And he still hasn't been able to back that up. So if they can't back it up and they're going to continue the smoke screen, at the end of the day, you know exactly what you got. You got black and white paint. But I'm going to show you something, Crow. Watch this. This is a paint. This over here for a minute. This is a paint that we made by using, I forgot, this is the mix. This is the Mega Mix. This is the Mega Mix. So the Mega Mix was made by taking the 3 ingredients that we made, UV mix, Metallica mix, all those different mixes together, and putting them together to make one final screen paint to show you how easy it was to duplicate the stuff. And this is on a 720p projector. Let's go in and get now that's the one we call the Mega Mix. This is, let me see, where's the other one at? There's another one here too. Let me take it outside. Oh, here's the other one. Now, as I said before, again, this is going to be our, what? I don't know, I lost count. Asking you that today you need to do a demonstration backing your product, showing that your product is different from black and white house paint. We've requested from you multiple times, both of y'all, and your tests are not done yet. Yeah, you want to keep smoke screen and everything. It's not about your Q&As. It's about you showing your customers at the end of the day that they're not being duped, that they're actually getting a real product and not house paint. We're in the meter max out zone right now. And your screen paint, screen paint we made is pulling up. First in the mix. I can duplicate your videos all day. Metallica mix. Now, again, requesting for Jamie, Fernando, or Gonzalez, whatever you call your name is, you have to show this test. In the test, you must be able to show that your product is not, at the end of the day, black and white paint. All you have to do is go down, get yourself a gallon of this, a quart of this, make several of these that we have on, we listed below, and show that there's a difference between your product and black and white paint. We even have the digital and crystal screen paint up there. You can make that today. Stop smoke screening and get it done. That should have been done. This is why they turn out the lights, because they get better results. There you go. And I'm using a 720p projector when I'm doing this. So we can make your product over here with no problem. We can make it all day long. Your customers can make it all day long, but can you back up and say this is not your product? And this is what you was requested 7 times. Not only that, 4 weeks ago, we requested you to do pour out demonstrations on your Black Fusion. It was never done because the screen was actually gray, that's why. So we don't care about your Q&As and this back and forth. You need to back this up today. We gave you 4 days to do this. I've been answering these requests since, what? About a week or 2 ago? Yeah. Explain to your customers why your product is sitting here matching a paint. This one was a mega mix. The mega mix, you saw me make that on camera. That's when we threw all the paints together. We put the UV together. We put the personal together. We call the mega mix. This one right here is the one we made with 4 black tablespoons into white paint. And at the end of the day, you can't scream and carry on that we made your product because we used your tutorial video to make the product. At the end of the day, your customers can make your product. Now, if you notice, when he was showing off, we did a demonstration in the dark under one of our screens. If you notice that we did that demonstration trying to show dark for dark or whatever at the end of the day, buddy, you're trying to show that your product can show a better and advancement image in the dark. It doesn't. You can't pick up colors next to a black screen. We displayed that already. No gray screen paint is ever going to be to overpower a black screen. Not even gunmetal at that. And when you did your contrast levels, you did them all in the dark. Well, how come you did a demonstration in a fully lit environment? Because we can project images in fully lit environments. If you're going to compare your product to us, you have to be able to do the same demonstrations. You can't pick and choose what you want to use to make your videos look good. You have to do the entire test. If I do a demonstration outside on a star field, just strictly a star field, and you said your product is the same, then let's see it. But until then, no matter what you do or say on your channel, at the end of the day, your customers can go in and make your product at $40 a gallon. Because that's all it took for us to make your product. 3 of them. We made the UV, the personal, and we were able to make the Metallica using one demonstration from him that got deleted. So you explain that right there. Samsung 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, why would I go out and give you $85 of my money when I can make this myself and blend your product? On a 720p projector. Then you have to pay the money for a P2. My projector is only what? A 4,000:1 contrast ratio? Unless you can show your customers that your product is not what I say it is, at the end of the day, it is what it is. And the fact that you smoke screen for this long clearly shows that I'm right. As for Mr. Partey, again, we're requesting to see that paint you had, that 4-coat application, we need you to stick that against your wall. We want to see whether or not if your product does really require a full coat application. And what is the meaning behind the 3 applications that generate the last application? How do they all combine together? If that wall can do that with no problem, with only 1 application, that shows clear at the end of the day, you're just talking nonsense on camera. You can't back it up. So you guys can have your little Q&A powwows at the end of the day. You can make your little slander jokes. Don't care. Back it up. That's all you got to do. Oh, by the way. Your product is no different than a white wall. That right there is a screen we got, cheap screen for 48 bucks. Shows a slight little bump. That's it. There you go. Your product is laying against that screen right now. You can't back your products up. We requested them tests over and over and over again. I don't know what the problem is. When you were doing it, anytime you put it this way, people, again, we've requested contrast demonstrations in fully lit environments. Never done. There's so many different tests we've given him, never even done. He'll smoke screen as much as possible. Well, every day when we come on here, every single day, I'm going to ask you that question. You need to do the test every single day. The people want to say, good God, this man's been asking me to do these tests over and over again. What's the problem? Do the test. What are you afraid of? Is your product the real deal, or is it just everyday black and white paint like we have over here? Because it's doing a heck of a job matching your screen. And one of these didn't even take any form of measurements or requirements to make. We just threw paint together and made it. That's why we have the mountain of canceled orders from them. There's deleted videos of them, because he can't have that product come down here. If he brings that product down here, we're able to duplicate that from using one of his videos and do the same thing we do here with the rest of his stuff. Oh, he'll cancel orders like crazy. But what we do have down here, matching the demonstrations that you claimed on your YouTube channel, having these special specifications, really doesn't have any at all. You like to do demonstrations in the dark. Now, if you're going to show a max out zone, guess what you should have displayed on your screen? Star fill demonstration. That should have been displayed on your screen. OLED, because at the end of the day, all you're showing is colors on your screen. So if the customer is going to want to know about contrast, so how does contrast display on your screen? You didn't do that in a demonstration. You didn't do a thorough demonstration. You chose something that was nice and colorful, that you knew was going to play on your screen, much like you did with the football and the birds and stuff like that. Same pattern of showing up these really bright colors on your screen. Where are the contrast demonstrations? Oh, okay. They pick and choose what they want. Let's see what we got here. Let's get this one right here. This is one of their all-time favorite demonstrations to do, because there's a lot of bright levels in the screen. There's very little contrast. So that's what they'll stick to. Videos that will give them the exact same ability with very little contrast. So mind you, I'm doing this on not a $3,000 projector, 720p crispy projector, 12 feet away from the screen, and I mimic your videos. So when you did the meter max out zone, complete fail. Sorry, but it's a fail. Black and white paint, people. End of the day, $85 a quart, $40. And it's free. You can make it yourself as much as you want. We got the guy who posted on YouTube. His video's in there. He's a YouTuber, made his own form of screen paint. Exact same ingredients, same thing as ours. It'll do the same thing too. If you don't want to go our route, you can go with his. Or you can follow Crow's tutorial video, the video deleted. It's there too. You can watch them make the product. You can do it from 2 tablespoons of black paint into white paint. And how we know you faked the demonstration, we did an unboxing from a customer who shipped this over to us. When you actually displayed the product, it was gray. Now it's darker for some reason. Yeah, stop doing silly stuff, man. So we're going to be working on some, actually we have the ingredients demonstrations on the Digital and Crystal Screen Paint Facebook page. A lot of people have been going there and copying down the ingredients in there. And if you have the product already, if he's not going to do a comparison, then you can do it yourself. We use any form of expensive paint. This is what we got right here to make the product. Put it this way. Have you seen my order ship out dates? I get a ton of orders. So if no one watches my channel, then at the end of the day, I wouldn't receive any orders. So how do I have all these orders? All right then. Don't be mad at the end of the day. Now we get crows that come in here and get upset and get angry. Don't get mad. Do the demonstration yourself. If you own the product, how about you do the demonstration and you post it below so we can all see it. What's his name? Let's see. Oh, Curious George. I remember you. Curious George. This is what I want you to do. I'm going to put you on a timeout. We're not going to hold you off the channel. Curious George is going to do a demonstration today. He's going to paint these black and white products, put it against this screen, and show that there's a difference. So now you got your moment. So please do. I would love to see that demonstration at the end of the day. We all would. Since for some reason, the person who developed the product can't produce these images, what we asked for, these tests. Okay, on top of that, the multiple 14 cancellations that we have from him, that he's afraid. He's even afraid of the digital and crystal screen paint. We offered to ship this down to him for free. Never got an email confirmation. So why are you so afraid of this product that's in this container? Maybe because it matches your product. And then on top of that, since now that everybody has the ingredients, you can't go in and tamper with it. You can't go in and change anything about it. As I said, if I'm wrong, on these demonstrations, don't come in here and try to give me insults. No, we want to see the test. I don't care about your Q&As. I don't care about this, that, and the other. You can call me any name in the book. We don't care. At the end of the day, do the demonstration. You had until Friday. Friday went in and checked your account. Nothing there. But we're in the meter max out zone, and I don't see the screen doing anything different. Okay. Mr. Partey, this product was supposed to be available October the 21st. My friends have been sitting by your shopping cart waiting to place an order, and your products are still showing not available. You know why they're not available? Because you don't want us having it. That's why. We got one person who cancels orders after requesting us to buy from him, and we got the other fellow who's keeping his shopping carts locked. Who's afraid of who? All right, there you go. Well, we're going to wait. I'll wait until the end of this year before we get your product down here. Let's see what we got. Now, next time we do a meter max on Crow, I want to see a starkler demonstration and contrast displayed off your screen today. Because I'm going to do it on that black screen over there. So when you do that demonstration, we want to see contrast levels only. Let's see if we... Now mine, like I said, it's not going to be done because the screen can't do it. You have to stick to nice colors. Contrast only. That's what you have to pull off. Never going to be done. But then again, like I said, at the end of the day, we need to see your product and how it's going to react. What else we got here? Let me show you what else we got here in the mix. Now understand this, when you understand this, Curious George. This video I'm making right now links up to our pages from our website, links up to our Facebook page, which has a huge following, links up to the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint Tank that has an even bigger, huge following because it was a lot longer. This is where they go to. I can be on here, no one can be in here, and I can be talking. Doesn't make a difference. This is going to be linked up on our page. It also goes on our blacklist too. And we have a lot of people that go on the blacklist. So right here we have the different mixes right here. This is the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint Mix, which is now the Mega Mix that we made. This was 2. This was the UV mix right here we made. This is another product right here. No, this is the personal mix right there. 4 tablespoons. These are all the gray screen paint products we made from one. Oh, this is ours right here. This is our product. These are our black paints. This is what we put against our own screens. So this is all we were to make out of a gallon, just by adding in different shades of paint. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
This is what you should have displayed. Contrast levels. So if you're going to do a demonstration max out zone, keep in mind you don't show just pretty colors. We can do a max out zone here against certified screens easily. You didn't do that demonstration. We can do a max out zone here against contrast. Didn't do that demonstration. You stuck at the colors. 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
So at the end of the day, the customer is buying White House products. That's what he's buying. And for those of you who own the screen, well, the ingredients are right there. Do the test yourself. So how come now we got about 10 links of our product versus black paint? Where's the backup? I told you by Friday when I came in, I told you. The minute I went in on Friday, the minute I went into his account, I told you it wasn't going to be done. I was even told the phone, like, Ken, you're wasting your time. He's not going to do the demonstration because his screen paint's going to match it. Even they've done the demonstration themselves. So now we're going to have customers buying your product and doing their own tests for themselves and posting them on our page. As for your customer, hey, feel free, do the demonstration yourself, match it up. What's that about max out zone, Crow? What was that comment you made about you're in a max out zone and your product's different? There you go. Max out zone, Crow. And this right here is black and white paint that we made using your tutorial video. Matching your product. Cost your customers $85 at the end of the day. And customers that we have of yours that came over and made this product, $40 a gallon. And they can change it to anything they want. They don't have to go out and spend extra because or choose whether they want the UV or whether they want the personal. They can make it themselves right there just by adjusting the black levels. That's it. All right, let y'all enjoy that for a minute. I'm gonna go over here and look at my stuff over here. Just to let you know, naysayers that want to come in and carry on. Hey, if you feel that I'm wrong, how about this? How about you go and make the ingredients and you match it, and we'll know if it's different because everybody has the ingredients. You can't go and you can't tamper with it because everybody has it. So you make it yourself and you post that video below. We'll be waiting. And I'll come back here on Saturday and we'll check below and see how many of you have done the demonstration. So if you come here with an insult, back it up. Because to me, an insult is just you talking trash. Back it up. Match the product. If he doesn't want to do it, you can do it. Hey, we may make it a fire stick challenge. You might offer a couple fire sticks just for fun. You see who can come the closest to matching it on black and white paint. because you're not doing your test. All that talk about being out. We said, look at this. Max out. I'm maxed out. There's a difference. I told you I could do the same demonstration. Didn't even need a 4,000 lumen projector to do it. No, sorry. We didn't need the $3,000 ultra short throw. Oh, let me get the digital and crystal screen paint. So we can put that over here too. The digital and crystal screen paint project. Just sandwich you that too. There we go. Digital and crystal screen paint right there in the present. That's the one we give you for free. So we're going to request it again, Jamie, Fernando. You need to do this test demonstration. I'm up to around 10 links already backing my products. 10. You have not displayed any form of test demonstrations, anything providing to your customers that, hey, look, at the end of the day, you are buying a 100% screen paint. This is not a black and white mixture. And for anyone sitting there and argue and say, hey, guys, you got it off the top of your head. Nope, there's a link over there showing a video of him making a black and white screen paint product under the Metallica Mix 2.0. So that's what we use to make his products, his own tutorial video. So until you come on YouTube, and this is what you're supposed to, this is what you're supposed to do. He was supposed to make, we made these already, several different mixtures. He doesn't need Behr silver screen or Behr tip. You don't need that. We've used this right. This is all we use. That's it. And he needs to put some with 2 tablespoons, some with 4, 5, 6. Copy the exact ingredients we have. This one right here is called the Mega Mix. You know why it's called the Mega Mix? Because I got bored one day and I decided to mix all 3 of the screen paints together. The UV mix, the Metallica mix, and the personal mix. And we got that right there. Actually, no, we got that one right there. You can't tell which one's which. This one here is measured. This one here is not measured. So this one here is 4 tablespoons of black and white. That's the personal. This one over here is just thrown together. And we still nailed it. So what he has to do is come on YouTube live. Show himself making these products so you can see how he's making them. And then take these products, put them against his screen, and show that there's a difference between night and day. That's what he has to do. And he hasn't done it yet. And if he hasn't proven this yet, then at the end of the day, you are buying a black and white paint and you need to go elsewhere and buy your products. So this is why we have digital and crystal screen paint sitting right over there, that you can copy that ingredients for free, or you can basically copy down any of the ingredients we have listed below, including a YouTuber, which we have this video up there also too, showing him making a same form of black and white mixture also too, with a little silver in it. Ours has silver in it also too. And then you'll get a review from a customer, well, not a customer, a fellow who basically calls this individual a deceitful individual that will do anything to make his products look good, and he does that. In his videos, he will tear down anyone's work to make his product look good. Well, guess what? Now you got to back your product. As for Part A, again, the 4-coat application, I think it's complete nonsense. I'm going to tell you that right from the door. It's nonsense. I clearly believe, because after seeing that demonstration of your screen hitting half of your wall with some of the wall, and the wall producing the exact same image as your screen, at the end of the day, a 4-coat application is not required for one of your screens. You put that in there to separate yourself from Crow. Once your shopping cart opens up and I get your merchandise down here, I guarantee your product matches Crow's easily. And I can do that with one application. So let's see what happens. I always have low numbers, by the way, Curious George. And by the way, first things first, we explain everything in our ship out video right there from the door. Crystal and clear. Anybody who has a merchant, anybody who has a business is going to go through slow and they're going to go through nonsense when they do shipping. So at the end of the day, out of all the ship out videos that I have processed, all my orders were shipped out, even in COVID. If they weren't, they would still be here, wouldn't they? You got to think before you talk, man. You really got to think before you talk. If no one got their orders, I wouldn't have any customers displaying on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is covered with it, if that was the case. You got to think before you talk. But that's not about that. And stop changing the subject. The subject is, at the end of the day, either you make it and post it below, or he does it. Because his customers need to know that they're buying the real deal. And that's one of the things you're going to get. They're going to get on the offensive. They're going to start coming saying nasty things. Of course you're going to say nasty things about me. You can't back your product. We're sitting here watching this demonstration on $85 screen paint versus $40 a gallon paint. Actually, you can go cheaper than that. Way cheaper than that. Because, you know, like I said, you don't need a gallon of, you don't need a quart of black. You're just putting in tablespoons. You can get a sampler for cheap, like $8, $7 for a sampler. That's it. As for the silver paint, you can get it. You can go to what's it, Joann's Fabric. They have it. This is one called, I forgot, but Joann's Fabric, they do have it. Kind of a silver kind of paint. You just put that in there. That's it. And if you need the glitter, whatever you need to get, you go to any hobby shop. Go over to freaking Lowe's. They have it over there. You make it yourself. So you can back it up. But so far, after the display of every time we go in and check his channel, it's never done. So I don't know what you're talking about. Meter max out. I'm duplicating everything you're doing right now. And a meter max out, I'm using your product and our products right now. What's the difference? Tell me. Tell me what. Matter of fact, next naysayer comes in here. Tell me what's the difference between the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, the products we just made off the top of our heads, and the one we measured out compared to his products up there right now. Where do you see a difference? Nope, I ain't see no difference there. Let's go over here and see if we get any difference. Now, the reason why he's picking up the image that he's picking up is because he's using a high-end projector. If that wasn't the case and the projector didn't basically do all the work, then that means the customer is showing the leisure projector. And for what I've seen in the demonstration in the dark, if I'm showing off the P2 and showing off the other customer's demonstration, the screen was washed and faded out. So how come he's not getting the same results that he's getting off his projector that you got off yours? Because you have a higher advanced model. If that was the case, that means anyone with a cheap projector can have the same results on a low-end projector. It would do the exact same thing if it didn't make a difference. But when you have a screen that's designed to make low-end projectors look incredible, but you can't tell the difference, the screen does all the work. All right, let's see if we get a change with the lights out. It's doing a heck of a job with the lights on. Now, after this is done, I got orders we got to process for today. We got orders in the account we got to process for today, get them done. We got ship out to do, and I got a couple places I got to call real quick today for some other orders we got coming in for something else. We got gunmetal to do today. There you go, Jamie. Your product right there and my product side by side. Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. That's what you're afraid of. Because that product is free for your customers. Anyone at the end of the day, if you don't want to pay that kind of money, you want to make sure your product's tested and it works well. And then there you know what you're getting. Just do the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint right there. That's our product right over there. The other fellow on YouTube who made his product does the exact same thing. I bet you I could get somebody to bring your product down here, not even paint your screen to the screen, paint it with Behr silver screen and some black paint, and you couldn't even tell which one was which. I could do them stop and you wouldn't even tell. Let's go check out an angle game. Maybe the angle game may show something different. Nope. No, it doesn't. Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. Here's your product, land against Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. Where's the difference? Yeah, make the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, save your money. Like I said, the simple fact, we gave them several days to back it up, and they haven't backed it up yet. That right there is alone. I don't even know why you naysayers are coming here running your mouth to begin with, because at the end of the day, your buddy can't back up his work. And that's all we've been requesting for the last couple of days. So I don't know why you in here complaining about this and the other. Where's the backup demonstrations? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Lights are back on again. See any difference? That's a shame. That's a crying shame right there. So at the end of the day, why would I go out? Because after I've seen how it's product, after you figure out how the first three are made, the rest of them all fall in line the same way. Especially when I saw the demonstration with all the products lined up together. They were so close together. We already made the personal, so you can tell how the rest of them are already made just by looking at them. The hybrid mix, that's easy to make. We don't really have to measure in order to hit one of your screens. We really don't at the end of the day. Like I said, mega mix. That's all three of your screen paints combined together. UB, personal, and the Metallica. This one here was measured out to a quart and 4 tablespoons. This one was all three of your products all combined together. They look exactly alike. So in the day, it's a black and white paint or is it screen paint? It's a house paint or is it screen paint? I don't know what you got over there. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's go with the reds over here. Oh boy, don't look good. And I don't know, it's even worse. It's worse the fact that we requested these tests weeks ago. Should have been the first thing you should have done right from the door. Or the fact that you smoke screened this long, almost about a week or so, you smoke screened that long to do these demonstrations. So I don't know which one's worse. Or the fact that you ordered the product and it's on its way. Or the fact that you have the product already on your wall, you just painted it and you're watching this demonstration. Because now they're going to go out and if you're not going to do it, they're going to wonder why you're fighting so hard not to do these demonstrations. You're going to spark curiosity. And sparking curiosity is not a good thing sometimes. Because that means now they're going to go out and make these free products at the bottom of this page and they're going to start doing their own test demonstrations like the whole Xbox 360 fiasco. You know, where those things kept burning out over and over again. People got tired of it, so they started popping these things open, trying to figure out how to fix them. And then you had all these weird and creative ideas that were popping up, where people were JTAGing and doing all, yeah, it got out of control. Curiosity. That's why we kill curiosity from the door. That's why we have all those links and demonstrations back on our products up on just about every level you could possibly think of. Because we can back our products up. Now keep in mind, like I said, in the middle of a live stream, I was doing a demonstration on a white screen versus our product. And in that live stream, Jamie comes on. See, well, I faded out the same way. The lighter ones, look at that. Look how your personal mix and my digital crystal screen paint have the same contrast level. You see that? See the product we have here? Matches right there. They match right there perfectly. And this right here is the mega mix right there. But anyway, in the middle of a live stream, me doing this demonstration, he requests for me to turn around this piece of vinyl to show that the side of the vinyl matches my black screen and to show off a demonstration. And I do it right there on live, right there. Now it's interesting how I can come in and do that demonstration that fast, that quick, but yet we've asked you more than 4 weeks going on a black versus product. And now I think we're somewhere in like almost like a week and a half of asking you about doing the gray screen paint products. Can't explain it to you any better way. I just can't explain it to you on how you have to do these tests. Now we're requesting again today. I'll request every single day and every single video of you doing this test. What are you afraid of? If your product is different as you say it is, you should have no problem passing the test. That's all. Oh well, we'll see. But it's different. How is it different? Tell me where it's different. I can put the screen in any part of my house. It'll react the exact same way in your video. Any part. You making some claim that because your screen's in the meter max out zone and it's because it pulls an image, guess what? We're in a meter max out zone right now with your product. It's doing the exact same thing. It's picking up the image with no problem. And I'm doing this on paint that I made out of your black and white product. So where's the difference? I would really like to see this one. This is your Metallica Mix 2.0. And the screen paint we have here is not made for the Metallica Mix. This was made for the personal.
Your personal data, your intellectual property, your business.
That was made for the personal. That wasn't made for the Metallica Mix. The Metallica Mix is 10. That's 4. So I told you, your theory on the max out zone failed. I can duplicate your video right from here with no problem. See how the colors are all washed out on the product? They get much better when you take the lights out, much like you did in this demonstration with the P2. Let's take the lights out, show you what we got. Hey, your customers don't even got to spend the money for that expensive projector you got. Go over to eBay and get yourself a cheap projector, make the screen paint yourself, save yourself some money. Until they can back up their products, don't buy from them. That's what I'm telling you right from the door. We can come up here. We got 8 links. Knock yourself out, naysayers. Look in the description. Look at my links in there. I got demonstrations on 1,000 lumens. I got them on 4,000, 5,000. We did it on black paper. We did it on black vinyl. We did it on fabric. I even painted a few screens on live and threw them in there. Painted my name into the screen. Knock yourself out and enjoy. But where are the test demonstrations at? Okay then. Same mess, the same stuff we was making 7 years ago. That's all it is. You can check out the YouTuber. I copied down his ingredients. He posted it for free. You can make that one if you want. And he can make that one too. As a matter of fact, let's add that in there too today. You make that YouTuber who made his product. How about you make that product too? And just to show you, they tell you at the end of the day, always put in a special measurement. No. There is no special measurement. That right there alone was made. We got the video of the Mega Mix. We made that by throwing everything together. And we still hit the screen. Let me show you how much we hit the screen. This is all 3 of the products against the screen right now. All 3 products on the screen right now versus the Mega Mix. And the Mega Mix is basically 3 of his screen paints all combined together. No measurements, just pouring it in. That's the Mega Mix. That's to show you at the end of the day, there are no special measurements. You will get it right every single time. Now remember when I sat there and I said to him, I said, anytime you want to, you can make the Phoenix or you can make the, the Phantom. And then I'll make the ingredients and I'll post it and I'll put it against my screen. We said that 2 weeks ago. And here you are, you pick and choose. You try to find things you can pick and choose by using, what do we got over here? This one right here? Oh, we busted him on this demonstration right here. On this demonstration, interesting, this is a container paint that I got back from a customer. And the container paint basically has the original form. On top of that, if you go to the website, there's a customer displaying the exact same paint on our website. which does not match Crow's original demonstration where the screen came out gray for some reason and was not dark. Yeah, stop doing fake. We're gonna post that one too. Yeah, stop doing fake demonstrations, man. You get caught every single time. All right, so as you can see, we can mimic this product, no problem whatsoever. Knock yourself out. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. You know, if you already have it, test against your own product. There you go. Ingredients are there, they're activated. Knock yourself out. As for you naysayers that want to come in with insults, here, I got something for you today. Make the product, put it against your screen, put the link. You came here carrying on, I put you in the timeout, which means you can come back in anytime you want. Put the video at the bottom. I'll be back on Saturday to see what we got at the bottom. And now you see why we have so many canceled orders from Crow. Yep, that's why. That's why we got the cancels. That's why we got the canceled orders. That's why you got somebody up there that's going to run his mouth and say, hey, buy what you want and cancel every order. And you got another person who's afraid to open the shopping carts on his website. They're partating. The minute you open up that shop cart, I'm buying every last one of your products. They will be down here for testing. And you won't be on no small screen outside. We'll stick you in one of them big old 150 inches outside at 4 o'clock and throw you back 27 feet. And I hope you pull Starfield out there. Because judging by the color of your paint, if that is the paint you showed on display, it's not going to make it out there. It won't even make it in here next to a Phantom. Now as for that ultra black paint we saw from the door that it can't see white light. It had a really hard time picking up an image. That's definitely going to be tested against its technology versus black paint. All the tests that you guys skip and don't want to do, and you want to cut corners, when they come down here, you'll have to go through them. Because if our product has to go through these tests, so does yours. That's why they cancel out. That's why they won't open up shopping carts, because they know that we don't cut corners down here. Your screen's going to go through the real deal testing. Just get it done and over with. That's all. Rip it off like a Band-Aid next time. Rip it off like a Band-Aid. Rip it off like a Band-Aid. Rip it off like a Band-Aid. So you can put my screen up there that fast. How beautiful it looks. You're gonna guys are gonna get crushed, man. This is a Phantom technology. You know how much white light comes off a Phantom? Whew, man, I feel sorry for your products get down here. Well, I say, especially you, that black screen's gonna get destroyed. Open up that shopping cart, man, because I'm getting itchy right now. I got $4 grand right now in the account. I'm gonna buy a lot from you because we got more than one person that's gonna run that test. Got 8 or 9 people gonna be running it. So get the shopping carts open so we can go buy. Because that product was supposed to be available October the 21st, and your shopping carts are still closed. We already know from the door we can't order from Crow because Crow automatically from the door cancels orders. So we already know the story behind that one. He's terrified. He doesn't want to do any demonstrations because he'll cancel the order right away. Man, let's go real quick. I'll just real quick. And the Cinemax is 2 to 3 tablespoons. We can tell that by looking at the screen, unless Crow goes on and changes the color of it like he did with the UV mix. And we all know the UV mix is not that light. Next time you max out demonstration, I'll give you some word of advice. Next time, Jamie, you do a meter max out demonstration, add contrast in with it. No bright colors. Contrast only. That's all you got to do. Because we can do those easy. Bright colors? No problem.
Savoring a sip of a perfectly sweet McDonald's drink.
We got a warm day today. I want to get outside today. I have to get done my orders today. I want to be outside today. I've been cooped up in the house. I want to do some demonstrations outside. You have great screen paint? gray screen paint. Our digital one crystal screen paint. No color patterns. You didn't do any color patterns at all. So let's see. Let me show you how it's done. What you were supposed to do in your demonstration when you do a max out demonstration. This is what you're missing. Let's go here. And let's make this interesting. Let's get 3 certified screens up here too. Show you what you were missing in your demonstration, what you should have done from the door instead of making it work. So let's get ourselves these. Let's see the grade 5D. And let's get this one right here. All right, and we get the dark star 9. So we're going to do several certified screens on top of that because the screen can handle that with no problem. But let's show you where you messed up in your demonstration. You kept it the bright colors. How come you didn't do star-filled screensaver? How come you didn't say that?
Getting that from YouTube.
You didn't even ask for a star-filled screensaver. Why not? Hold on, we can go up to white levels real quick before we go over there. Let's go pop over to some white levels. Let's see our screen can display white levels in color and all that stuff. So how come you didn't pick up any contrast demonstrations when you did the meter max out? Let's go over to a star field. All you had to do was just paint a black piece of paper or cardboard and stick that right against your screen and do this demonstration in a meter max out zone. That's all you had to do. Much like I'm doing right now with a light gray screen paint leaning against my screen. I hate it when y'all guys do these fake demonstrations. And that's what I don't like about these particular individuals who make screen paint products. Cut corners any way they can. So he did that demonstration, picking bright colors, didn't do any contrast levels. So at the end of the day, if a customer says, so what, how, in that kind of lighting you have in that environment, how does your contrast levels play out? How do they play out? Panasonic 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
I'm son.
Let me see. Ooh. Panasonic 4K, not Sonic 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
Where's this demonstration at? Okay. So we're going to give you another challenge today too. You want to do a meter max out zone? You're going to do all contrast levels only because at the end of the day, you missed something that your customer needs to see. He needs to see how contrast levels are going to look in a fully lit environment, not just pretty colors. That's something you should be able to display. And you failed to do so. I don't know why, but you constantly failed to do so. Let's see what colors are going to do for you. Let's see. Let's go with the... I'm going to take a dark star 9, something you didn't do in your demonstration. There. There's the dark star 9. Let me see what else we got here. Cinemax grade 5D. We'll put that right over there. When you do these demonstrations, you got to do them correctly. Let's see. People around here. Let's just take that. Hold that right there. Why do you have? Oh, sorry about that. Went off in my pocket right there. Let's make it simple. Color red.
Getting that from YouTube.
Did you do any color pattern demonstrations when you did the meter max out? We do them all the time in here. Where's your color pattern test? None done, you right? All right. Slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
See, the problem is that, like I said, at the end of the day, they will pick and choose what they'll cut corners. That's why we call them caption corner cutter, because he'll pick videos that will play well on the screen. They'll stay away from contrast levels. You did that demonstration on the meter max I was on. If we're showing up contrast levels, you should be displaying contrast levels in your demonstrations, and you have failed to do that. So where are your contrast levels at? What's going on with that? What happened to that? Why do you only have those pretty colors across the screen? Where's the rest of your colors going at? Let me put this so I can make sure these are in the center. Right there, so we have them right in the center because these have that reflective material surface. There we go. Let's start on that. Now, that's the reason why people see a difference in what I do over what you do. Because you cheat in your demonstrations. You didn't do anything like this, did you? I just mimicked your product in a fully lit environment with the with a maxed out zone. Did the exact same your product did. And then I come in here with my black technology, and not only do I wash out the screen paints here, but look, I take on certifies at the same time in a max out zone. That'll be yours, of course. Starfield demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Make sure we got that right, because they always put Starfield demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
So if I just gave you one test today, oh, no, you have to still do the paint on test. You still have to do that. That should be done regardless. But if we gave you another test today, test would be to do that demonstration in a maxo zone, contrast only, versus some certifies and black paint. The color red.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's go with blue. Interesting. See? If I take your product and I stick it next to that blue screen, I wonder what would happen. Let's take this one. Let's see how much of improvement that you get to the white surface. This is a white screen with a 2.0. So how much of a advantage do you give your customers when it comes to producing solid blues on a projector? This is why you're told to calibrate. Because at the end of the day, your screen paint can't see color. Neither can black and white. That's the exact same thing. So that's the difference between a Phantom's blue level and your product. Now, we can stop getting all these cancellations from you and order your product and bring it down here so it can be backed up. But, oh, I forgot, we can't do that because you can't back it up. See, when we couldn't figure it out that we couldn't get his product down here because all the cancellations and him screaming Cameron 24/7 about harassment, even though he sends us invites to buy, we figured, oh, well, there's always more than one way to skin a cat. So what do? We basically make his products by using his tutorial video. Now, we matched your product to black and white paint. We didn't come up with our own ideas. We used your tutorial to do it. And all you had to do is make the same ingredients. We have to buy nothing at the end of the day, or go to your shopping cart. All you got to do is make those ingredients that everybody else will have, show them live as you making them, and show a difference between those products. We asked that multiple times. What did we end up with? Everything else but the kitchen sink. Demonstration of his own products next to his own products, and this, that, and the other, and this, and that. Never even done yet. He does a demonstration on the meter max out zone. What does he do? I told you in the minute the video started, nothing but pretty colors. Came downstairs, took the screen paints that we made, the mega mix that we all threw together, was able to match all the products together with the lights on and lights off. Did the same thing. Now you're right up here against a Phantom, and a Phantom is displaying color where your screen is washed out. That's the best you're going to be able to get off that product on a white level. That's it. And by the end of the day, our projectors are not calibrated. They're not expensive. Customers can look at my projector and, gee whiz, I can afford that because it costs $270 for that projector behind me, not $3,000, and your screen still doesn't perform well. There you go. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
So we're going to request again for both of them. We want to see, actually, I definitely want to see, I think more than Crow, I want to see his paint on that gray surface. That's what I want to see. The exact same duplicate. Don't change it. The exact same, because we'll match your videos. We can tell if you change the color of that paint. Put that exact same color gray against that wall in that theater room. That's what I want to see. Now people say, oh, it's jealousy. How is it jealousy if I can back my products and they can't? I can request them to do these tests and they can't. What's the problem? Shouldn't take 4 days to do this. Should it? Doesn't take you 4 days to walk out the door, doesn't it? You have to get up and open it down, walk out the door. It doesn't, it's not brain surgeon. Just make your product and match it. That's all you got to do. Oh my goodness. It's so unbelievable. Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
This is where you get embarrassed. Gray screen.
Getting that from
A black
YouTube.
screen is going to produce a better gray screen than an actual gray screen. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's dark gray. If I take my hand and I cover my projector, my screen remains black. That's actually dark gray. Did we pull it up? Right there. That's the color that was requested, dark gray. Let's go with a light gray. Look at that. Not good? All right, done playing in that field for a while. Let me see, because there's not much more we can do here. It's not. Oh, you know what? Let's take some lights out, because then we'll probably get the complaint. Oh, but you got this. Just the reason why your screen can't pull up because it's in a well lit environment. When you did a meter max out, you didn't do it correctly. Like I said, you did these pretty colors flashing across the screen. As I said before, you didn't do anything else. TLC 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
My goodness, you don't do your job right. You really don't. You should do one simple demonstration. Now, that's like to tell somebody over and over again, just do the freaking demonstration, and they keep cutting corners, cutting corners, cutting corners. Just do the demonstration, man. What are you afraid of? I could advance the digital and crystal screen, make it better than your product, and still give it away for free, which I'm thinking about doing now. Think about making an advanced version of the digital and crystal screen paint. We did have one called Throwback, and give the ingredients out for free. Let's see. Let's go to this one real quick. I'm gonna check this out real quick. Let's search. Let's come out here. Let's clear this out. Let's go to here. It is right there. I want this one right here. That's that NVIDIA. This is how I tell you your products don't pick up contrast at all. That's on the black screen. That's going against the white screen and several certified screens at the same time, including your product. Crow, you don't want to play with me. Trust me. Just do the tests and get them done, because I will mimic every demonstration that you do, and I will basically show people how you're cutting corners and how you're not doing your tests correctly. Just do the demonstration as requested. That's all. That's all you got to do. What are you afraid of? How come I got to ask you every single day for this? We're going to have a Can You Match Crow's Product competition pretty soon. I might give out something free for this because of the way you've been fighting this. When you talk about meter max out, you have to be able to show an advancement. So you did a standalone. That's why I don't like doing standalones. You do a standalone by itself, you have to have something to compare your product to show that your product is more superior. And that's what they do. They do a standalone. They're not going to throw anything up against the screen. It's going to give the screen too much of a struggle. No certifieds, nothing like that. You'll never see anything like that. And here we are. Intermeter max out zone. There's the white wall right there. We got the white screen thrown in there. As a matter of fact, let's go and give ourselves that's a 2.0. Let's get this one right here. This one has a 0.9. Let's put that one right over here. There we go. The Phantom and the Phoenix Pro, face it, are far more superior than your products. Like I said, this is the reason why we have cancellations from him. This is the reason why the other one's shopping carts remain locked, because they don't want the product coming down here. Because at the end of the day, these guys cut so many corners that if they had to go into any real testing, they know they would fail. So all they're doing is talking. It'd be different if I came on camera and I just talk, and didn't back it up. But I come in, I'll show you demonstrations, and you always know at the end, Mr. Bird is going to be down in the basement or somewhere in the house showing you a demonstration of why I can back my work. So today, we will give you another 4 more days. We'll give you, let's see, it's Friday, you got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We'll give you around Wednesday. I'll give you Wednesday. Wednesday, we're expecting to see from both of them if they can back their products. We would like to see Crow make all the screen paints that we have below. Every time you mess up, you don't do any of these, there's a penalty involved. And one of the penalties that will be involved in this is the YouTuber who gave you out the free screen paint. You'll see it down below. We need you to make that product, put it against your product. The several screen paint mixes from the personal, metallic, all those, the black and white mixtures. We'll put the mega mix down there for him to make all those live on camera, put it against your screen and do the demonstration and show that there's a significant difference between night and day. Do you see the demonstration you're seeing right now, Jamie? This is what you call a significant difference between night and day. That's what we want to see. By Wednesday. And we'll give you more time. I'll give you a month next time to see if you can do it. I'll come back in a month. We'll check the account, see if you did the demonstration. Because now at the point, we know you're not going to do it. We're just going to see exactly how long it's going to take you to do it. That's what it's gotten down to a point. As for Mr. Partey, I want to see a demonstration of that product that you painted that took the 4-coat application. I want to see you put that against the gray wall. Show us there's a difference between the two. Because at the end of the day, it just shows that, like I said, your product does not require 4 coats. It only requires 1, because I'm pretty sure you didn't put 4 coats in that theater room to paint that area. Until then, we'll be waiting patiently for your shopping carts to open, because I want to compare you and Crow's product together. That is not good. Look at that. We don't even have the lights out yet. Your screen's already washed out. And at that, these are certified. That's a $5,000 projection screen at the bottom. That's a $3,000 Dark Star 9. Over here, we have a Cinema Grade 5D, if you didn't know that. And that's the Cinema Grade Elite, Cinema Grade Pro 1080p. That one has the 0.9 gain. And over here, we have the white screen behind the back of it, which also is hitting at the same time. We'll put your product up there too, so it doesn't miss out. See, the dangerous thing about the Phantoms is Phantoms have amazing white levels. So they can blend in and they can keep up with screens that are lighter than they are, but they can maintain contrast and colors that these screens can't even begin to even see. And next time you do a demonstration on a meter max out zone, do not do it on a standalone and show some contrast, for goodness sakes. The color red.
Getting that from YouTube.
There you go. Man, that's really embarrassing. Really embarrassing. Next time, like I said, don't do any more demonstrations like that. Don't do any more fake cut and corner demonstrations of you showing your screen in some fake meter max out zone, standalone by itself, showing nothing but pretty colors. Don't do that. Panasonic 4K.
Getting that from
No,
YouTube.
that's too easy. LG Beta Fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's much better. How come you didn't display this demonstration? Too much black would have washed out. So just to let y'all know that when you're watching a demonstration with OLED's demonstrations are made to be jet black. Especially the backgrounds are made to be super jet black to make the colors and everything push out. When you're watching a demonstration, this is not supposed to be that color. It's supposed to be that color. And if it can't maintain this, then that means the colors are going to wash out. Thanks, sir. Now, I've been very nice about this. If I decided to, I can sit there and put a timer on how long it's going to take for your shopping cart to open up so I can buy your products. Crow, I can get your product down here easy. That's not hard to get your product. I mean, we know we can't go directly to your website because you cancel, but we can have somebody get the item down here. And I'll do one big, huge review. Well, I'll take your product and his product and match them up side by side to see how far they are from each other. And then I'll basically put all of you guys against Phantom technology and the new invisible Black Phantom that has sun killer technology embedded into it. And you can go out in the sun and wash out next to that thing. And that'll be the end of it. And then I'll just duplicate your stuff and post your stuff for free. But we're not going to do that. I'm giving you the opportunity to go in and do it yourself, which you should be doing. Oh, man. Okay, we got to do a separate one. Just popped into my head. I'm going to come out, come back in. We're going to go back in, check out his video. We did the meter max out. We're going to come back and repeat this demonstration just like this with your product, laying against the Phantom, doing that same demonstration you just did. And then we'll throw some contrast in and show some things that the customer should have saw. Anytime that they're doing a meter max out, number one, there also should be items in there. You should have to see comparisons. Here's the new comparisons. Doesn't work so well. Let's see where we can go from here. Boy, that's really, really bad. And we got half of the screen out on the white screen over there, by the way. Okay, well, I'm coming back in, and we're going to be doing another demonstration strictly to that. Then once we're done that, I got to go process orders for my customers. Hold on, my paint everything ready. I got to process orders for my customers, get them ready to get taken care of, and I got to make a few calls here and there to get some things taken care of from there. But we're going to come back in and compare that video, and we're going to show you in the video where he cut so many corners. Oh, before we go from this, let's do this one more time because this was actually pretty fun. We got to do this one again. Hold on. Let's clear that out, and let's bring that in the video back in. Let's show you where he said he did his maxed out zone, right? Here we are, maxed out. Jamie, I want you to watch this. I want you to look at this, maxed out, right? See here? We have the digital and crystal screen paint, because we put this up here to tell you that, look, if you go get this, you make this, it's not going to be a solution to our new technology. It's not. It's basically a good screen paint. It's 7 years old. It does the same thing his product does. At the end of the day, it's not going to cost you $85. You do the same thing for much cheaper and get more paint. We have the personal mix. We have the metallic mix. We have over here, we have a Dark Star 9, has a 0.9 gain. Cinema Gray 5D with its 1.5 gain. We have the Acoustic Pro 1080p that has a 0.9 gain. And then I'm going to butcher the daylight side of this, but I still have to learn to say this company right, but I think it's Parallax. It is by DMP. That screen has a 0.9. Now this is $5,000, $4,500 to $5,000, $3,000 for the Dark Star 9, $1,500, $1,600 around that price for a Cinema Gray 5D. And then you have the Acoustic Pro 1080p. They're like $1,300, $1,400 around that price. So when you're telling people that you're saving them hundreds of dollars, where if our screen paint, digital and crystal screen paint can do the same thing your product can do, where are you saving them any money? And by the way, the images that you're getting from his projector are coming from his projector, because it's you take a high grade projector, you stick it on this cheap screen paint, the projector is going to do all the work. If that wasn't the case, then that would mean his customers' demonstrations would look exactly like ours do. At the end of the day, you'll see when you delete your projector, that screen was washed out. But let's show you right now. This is the video you did, right? In your apartment. And half of my screen, the white wall sitting in right there, or the white screen, another 2.0. And I'm using a $270 projector at 720p at 12 feet back from my screen. No ultra short those over here. My screen's 106 inches. This is an Elite Edgeless. And you thought you were doing something impressive. Again, stop with this nonsense. This stuff you're doing, but this is just going to embarrass you at the end of the day. You're trying to compete with us on this level, we'll embarrass you. If you want, we can go outside and I can stick you against the Phantom. We can do the same demonstration out there and you won't pull up. If you're not going to pull up in here, you're definitely not pulling up out there. It's more light in here than out there. So stop beating around the bush. Jamie, listen to me. And Partey, both of y'all, stop beating around the bush. I want you to do these tests again today. I keep requesting this. I don't know why you want to back this up. I mean, anybody selling any product would want to back their product up. And I asked you before, make all the ingredients now that I have on my page. I just launched them on. Everybody can see them. They're all activated. I want you to make every last one of those ingredients, do them live on camera, and put them against your product to show that there's a difference between night and day. And as for Mr. Partey, that 4-code application I think is a complete, utter lie to begin with, and I do. Because if it's not, then you should have no problem taking that sheet that you painted, or do a fresh one, do a new one, that same paint application, and stick that against that gray paint that you have in your theater room. And then with that ultra black and that whatever black screen you have, I like to see a black paint demonstration done with that. That versus black paint. Both are going to require pour outs, by the way. I think the ultra black is not going to have a problem with the pour out, but it's going to have a problem with maintaining its white levels. Let's see how that compares to a black screen, or a black paint, or black fabric, or black vinyl, or whatever the stuff we did. And if you want, you can match all 8. If your product is as good as it is, then this is what you got to do. You see those 8 links that are in there? You have to match every last one of those links perfectly, live. If your stuff is just as good as ours. And Jamie, if I'm wrong in this demonstration, and I will apologize, if I'm wrong, show us that I'm wrong. Just do the demonstration. That's all you got to do. Now, we offer to ship them down the digital and crystal screen paint, 4 of them for free. No problem. He won't reply back to the emails. So we have the ingredients there. Those who own his products, well, hey, it's right there. Do the test yourself. Now, keep in mind, if you haven't managed to throw an object through your window, you have passed the anger management test because you are going to be ticked. Yes, you are. Let's do an angle gain on this real quick. I love doing these angle gain demonstrations. Look at this. I notice in your demonstration part, Tay, that you don't do a lot of angle gain on your screens. I wonder why. Also, next time you do a demonstration outside, can you make sure the screen is bigger than a 50-inch, please? Because that's another trick they use. That's one of the oldest tricks they use. And I'll show you that demonstration. We're going to repeat that demonstration you did. Because what they do is they'll take a projector at 12 feet. Well, it'll pull back as far as it can go, but they'll take that zoom and they'll push it all the way over. When you push that zoom over, that image pushes in nice and tight. Those pixels become nice and tight together, get a sharper, more brighter image. Now, if you take that projector and you pull it back as it starts to expand, if the screen is small enough, it'll fit right in that area. You did a 3x4, I think it was. It'll fit nice and tight in there. You will maintain a nice bright image by doing this. Keep in mind the screens that we had outside, even when I didn't have the front yard, were bigger than your screen. They're 60 to 80 inches. Your screen didn't even come in at that size. Projector pull back 12 feet. You know where you made your mistake at in the video? When you showed the measuring tape. Because when I looked down and I saw 12 feet, and I looked at the screen, that screen should have been 100 inches. My screen is 106 inch. My projector sits back 12 feet. See what I mean? So where you made your mistake, you did the demonstration again, but you did it inside the house. You had a 100-inch screen in there, and your measuring tape was around that area. Yeah, your screen would have been a much bigger size at 12 feet with that little tiny screen outside, but you had your zoom pushed all the way in. That's why. If you had it up, it would have overexpanded the screen at 12 feet. You didn't realize that, did you, in the demonstration, but I saw that. Boy, I could have been a lawyer, boy. Breaking down your videos quick, but you feel free to break mine down. Let's see what we got going on in this video right here. We got a projector back at around 12 feet. It's a cheap projector. It's about 270 bucks, so it's nothing right there. We're not calibrated, still in factory settings. We have several certifieds against the screen, including your screen paint and the crystal edge. We're at a 106-inch screen. We're in a fully lit environment. We have the meter, so I don't know where we would have anything in here. We're falsifying. All right, let's do a repeat on this, and then I got to get to my orders real quick and take care of my customers. I'll be back in. We're going to do one single on this one alone by itself. So we're going to show his meter max out demonstration that he did, and we're going to repeat the exact same demonstration here on this screen. Just going to do a repeat. It's going to be a short, fast demonstration. Until then, we put the links at the bottom if you're interested in getting the digital and crystal screen paint at $40. Oh, I'm going to tell you something that's even more funnier. These jokers are freaking copying our containers. I don't care about the container. Anybody can own 40-ounce containers. But the mistake you made when you did for the 40, I recorded this, so if you change it, we'll see it. They try to do the 48 ounces. You didn't do the proper measurements when you're doing 48 ounces. You do know if you do 32, you get an extra 16 ounces out of a 48, which means your screen size is no longer 120 inch. How could it be 120 inch on your website posted at 32, but now you change it to 48 and it's still 120. You would have 16 more ounces to add to that. So you would, if you had good coverage, you would be able to get 150 inch. Now we know this because we did our test ourselves. So if you put down 150 inches without basically doing the research, you could be coming up short on your product without those tests being done. So they went and they changed their shopping carts over to 48 ounces to try to compete with us. And the sad thing about it is they left the screen measurement at 120 inches. You don't have 120 inches at 48 ounces. You get a little bigger than that, somewhere between 140, 150. That's where you come in at. You didn't do your math when you did that, so you didn't think things properly through. But just to give you a heads up, just to let you know, these do 150 inches. Okay? Okay, we'll get that done. Oh my goodness. I'll be back. Gotta go. God bless. Yeah, I mean, you didn't think that through. That's